it's hard to meet people. Who here has been married more than 20 years? You know, show of hands, 20? Wow. Well, I live in LA, I gotta say 2 weeks. Who's made it 2 weeks? 30 years? Anyone made it more than 30? Wow, 40? How many down front here? 44, very good, man. Big round of applause for that couple, 44 years. This is your husband, right? Not your boyfriend? All right. I could break them up in 2 more jokes. What do you think? So how did you meet?
In a bar.
In a bar? All right, I like it. Finally, some advice I can use.
When I moved to Los Angeles in 1999, I was pretty broke, but I moved there because I wanted to be seen by someone who could actually help my career. Yeah, it's where entertainers and agents go, right? Everyone out there is an actor. If your doctor is late for your surgery, you can bet it's because he was on an audition trying to get a role playing a doctor on TV. Yeah, in order to be seen, though, you have to be in town. You can't be in Texas or somewhere working a comedy club. But it's kind of a catch-22 because you can't make any money in town. Comedians make maybe $20 a show at a showcase comedy club around town because it's a privilege to be on stage. And actors make even less in the local theaters around town. And $20 a show won't pay the gas to get there. But that's why people waitress, so they have money to pay bills and time during the day to go to auditions. Now, I'm sure you've heard the old joke about, oh, you're an actress? Really? Which restaurant? But it's true here in LA and probably New York too. Now, I didn't want to waitress. It's never really appealed to me. So I thought the only way I could pay my bills, stay in town, and not waitress was to not have so many bills. So I did something that kind of made me look like a huge loser. I rented a 400 square foot studio apartment. Yeah, that's 400 square foot, basically the size of my laptop. I joked that there were only 3 places for people to sit, and that's hoping someone had to go to the bathroom, because there was a futon, a chair, and a toilet. I also didn't live in the best part of town. Yeah, my comedian friend Frank King jokes that we're such good friends, he'd take a bullet for me. And when he saw where I lived, he thought he might actually have to. The area was kind of an up-and-coming, as they call it. That's a nice term for police helicopters circling. Yeah, one July 4th, I was actually headed out to go golfing, and I went up to my gated parking lot. Outside the lot were 2 police officers trying to get in. They were stuck at the gate, so they asked if I could let them in. I figured, hey, they're probably after one of my neighbors, so I unlocked the gate, and thinking nothing about it, I headed in with them. Yeah, there was a cop on each side of me, when all of a sudden, both of them draw their guns and point it at the recycle bin. Yeah, the young cop on my right was actually shaking. He was terrified, like he had just realized he's a real cop with a real gun. I'm right next to him, too, and I'm kind of shaking because, I didn't have a gun. All I had was like a 9-iron. After hesitating for a couple seconds, I started running to my car, carrying my golf clubs because, you can't miss a tea time in LA either. I dove into the back seat and called Frank to tell him, you're right. I might have to take a bullet for me. It occurred to me that if the criminal gets away from these guys, he's going to take me hostage because I'm the only one with a getaway car and a clicker to get us out of the parking lot. So I stayed hidden for about 10 minutes in the back seat. Then I finally had to look. I popped my head up and the cops saw me. They yelled, excuse me, ma'am, we got him. Can you click us out? I clicked open the gate, waited a minute or 2, and then drove out. There were about 20 cop cars lining the street, along with a ton of cops holding this guy up against a cop car. All of a sudden, all the cops jumped back away from this guy at once, like it was choreographed. Yeah, it was hilarious. It was like a dance or something. And I saw that the suspect had barfed all over the cop's car. Yeah, that was my neighborhood. The takeaway tip from this is be crystal clear on where you want to spend your money. Most people don't really think about some purchases, like an apartment. They figure they want a 1-bedroom, and so they go get that. I figured that I saved about $30,000 on rent off a 1-bedroom apartment in the 6 years that I lived in that studio. The 6 years weren't pretty, but it helped me put down a down payment on buying a place, and it kept me in the comedy business. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Feel free to check out my website, theworklady.com. This is Jan. Take care and enjoy your journey.